In a remote coastal town, there was an old lighthouse that had guided sailors for centuries. The Lightkeeper, Thomas, was a gruff, solitary man who had lived alone since his wife, Eleanor, passed away years ago. The townsfolk whispered that he had become as cold and unyielding as the rocks below the lighthouse. One stormy night, a young woman named Mara arrived at the lighthouse, drenched and desperate. Her boat had capsized, and she had barely made it to shore. Thomas reluctantly let her in, grumbling about intruders. Mara, shivering. "Thank you. I didn't know where else to go." Thomas, gruffly. "You'll leave at first light. I don't need company." As the storm raged outside, Mara noticed a faded photograph on the mantel, a picture of Thomas and a woman both smiling. Mara, softly. "Who's this?" Thomas, sharp. "None of your business." But Mara persisted, her curiosity breaking. Through his walls. Slowly, Thomas began to open up. He told her about Eleanor, how she had loved the lighthouse, and how she had died saving a stranded sailor during a storm. Thomas, voice breaking. "I couldn't save her, and now I'm just waiting for my time to come." Mara's eyes filled with tears. She reached into her bag and pulled out a small, weathered journal. "Mara, this was my father's. He was the sailor she saved. He never stopped talking about her, about how her courage gave him a second chance at life." Thomas froze, his hands trembling as he took the journal. Inside were sketches of the lighthouse, notes about Eleanor's kindness, and a letter addressed. To him, a letter his wife had written but never sent. Eleanor's voice, flashback. "Thomas, my love, if you're reading this, know that I don't regret a single moment. The lighthouse isn't just a beacon for ships, it's a beacon for hope. Keep it alive for me." Tears streamed down Thomas's face as he realized Eleanor's legacy wasn't just in the lighthouse, but in the lives she had touched. Mara placed a hand on his shoulder. "Mara, she's still here, Thomas. In the light, in the stories, in you." The next morning, the storm cleared. Mara prepared to leave, but Thomas stopped her. "Thomas, softly, stay. The lighthouse. It needs more than one." "Lightkeeper." Mara smiled, and for the first time in years, Thomas felt the warmth of hope.